So the first card you have your past is the Five of Wands. Okay, so many people have this card this week. It's everywhere, everywhere. Sometimes it doesn't come up ever, and this week it's just everywhere. So yeah, there must be a lot of chaos in the air or something, because this is the chaos card. I don't know, but yeah, I'm getting this feeling of it's very strong actually. It feels like people coming against you, or people saying things against you. I think to you it felt like a lot of different attacks over and over again. It was happening kind of a lot to you, I think, or you felt like that. To me, this feels a little bit like, one person maybe coming back again and again to say things. I don't actually think this person's harmful to you. I don't think they can actually do anything to you physically. I think it's just words or something. And I'm saying attacks because I think that's how it felt to you, I think. But, they might have been saying things in front of other people, I think, or maybe online. Maybe that's why it was in front of eyes, because I'm seeing lots of eyes looking. So it might have been on social media, because I think you had to work out what to say or do back to these people or this person very, very carefully, because all these eyes, I'm seeing all these eyes watching. So it was like, okay, all these other people are watching. They've said whatever they've said. They keep on doing this. Do I say something? What do I do? What do I say so that I look, I don't look ridiculous or, crazy or whatever. It's kind of like that. So I do think you have a lot of people around you who know the kind of person you are, they know what you're like. So I don't think they're taking whoever this is very seriously. I actually think this might be a bit of a learning experience for you, or a training experience. Because I think in the future, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I think you're going to have more eyes on you. I just keep on seeing all these eyes that are on you. So, you had some eyes on you in this, and I think there are going to be more in the future. It might be that, you're going to be in a bigger position at work or something. So you might have to kind of address more people. You might be on stage. I don't know. It could be something. You're going to have to deal with a lot more people than you were at this time. So, it's obviously it's really horrible when someone acts like this, but, I think it might be the universe kind of getting you ready for more things that are in your future. So yeah, there's more drama to come, sad to say, but yeah, there are more rewards to come as well. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you. So, okay, so the next card you have you passed is the Five of Pentacles, yes. All right, so, okay, so I'm seeing someone who's very, very, unhappy, obviously. I think there's a distance between you and this person. I am seeing some love around this. I'm seeing a physical distance. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings here. One big thing I'm seeing is there's someone who really, really wants to come close to you. They want to come close to you. But I think there are a lot of reasons why they can't. One of them is there's this physical distance, I think, that I keep on seeing between you. They might be far away from you, living far away. Yeah, I think this is probably an axe. Now, yeah, this is how they're feeling. It's a little bit like, oh, I want to talk to them. I so want to talk to them. I really want to connect with them. But, if I do that, they're probably going to feel exhausted. They might be angry. They'll probably be fed up with me. That's kind of what I'm getting. I can't get close to them because I know I'm just going to push them away if I do that. That's kind of what I'm getting. So, yeah, there's this feeling of exhaustion around this, with these poor people walking around in the snow. They're tired. They want to go inside this church. One of them's injured, very, very, very exhausted. So there's this exhausted feeling I'm getting around this. It's almost like, I don't like using this saying, but it's like flogging a dead horse. So I think with this relationship, or with this axe relationship, whatever, I just think so much has been said, so much has been done. I'm seeing arguments that you've had in the past. I'm seeing a lot of work that was put into this. And I think that might be part of the problem, actually, because what I mean by that is, all relationships need work, of course, especially long-term ones. Of course they do. But I think sometimes when the balance between happiness and fun and all those good things, and hard work becomes skewed and it just feels like hard work all the time and nothing else. It starts to feel like a big drudge. It feels difficult, it feels exhausting, and that's when the balance kind of tips over the edge and everyone kind of falls off and runs away and they can't deal with it anymore. So that's what I'm seeing probably happened. I'm not sure who walked away from this, but they'd really love to connect again. They'd love to talk to you again. But I think you're all talked out. I think you're just exhausted. And, you know, I'm getting this kind of, what more is there to say? What's different? Nothing. There's nothing else to say. Everything's sad. That's kind of what I'm getting there. And I think you're definitely focusing a lot more on your career now. You know, you're building something up for yourself as well. I've seen that in the Five of Wands. And I keep on seeing more eyes are going to be on you for some reason. That's going to increase in time. And, you know, because you're building this up, and I think you know that, and you're building up into that. I think it might be that, you know, this person's just exhausting you and you just want peace from that and you just want to focus on this thing that you're doing now, away from all that mess. So that might be another reason why as well. But I think it's just too much. I don't think you're going to go back to this person. That's what I'm seeing now. Okay, so the last card you have, your past, is, yeah, the Seven of Wands. Horrible card. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. I think you also have, you have someone else who you feel as if there's someone you're protecting, someone else around you who you're protecting. And you're not just protecting them from this person who wants to come back. I think you're protecting them from a lot of other things that are going on in your life as well, or you were at this time. I'm seeing a few money problems here because you've got the Five of Pentacles as well. So I think you've been through that. I think these money problems might be quite recent. I do think they're temporary if you're still going through that, because I think, yeah, I'm seeing an end to that is going to come up for you. Yeah, there are other things as well. Conversations. I think you have to have conversations with people, and they might be difficult conversations. So you're kind of making sure you're having these conversations away from this person you're protecting. And I think it's probably a child, because I'm getting that, oh, let's not say this in front of them. Let's not talk in front of them. You know, it's not appropriate. So I think it is probably a child. And I think this person in the Five of Pentacles, I keep on seeing a lot of words, a lot of talking, conversations, arguing, all that. Hurtful words as well, which is what I'm seeing here again. Okay, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I think when this person left, or when you left, I don't know who it was, I think they said some really, really, really hurtful things to you, actually. And what they said, I actually think it took away a big part of who you were. That's what it felt like to you anyway. I think it took a lot of your confidence away. And I think what they said, yeah, it's something very, very personal, very terrible, maybe even something quite intimate that they said, and it took away your confidence at the time. That's what I'm getting. Really awful, really horrible, something that's quite unforgivable. That's what I'm getting. I cannot get past this. If you say this to me, it's unforgivable. That's it. Very personal, horrible thing. And I think you've mostly gotten your confidence back now. But I think these words might still get into your head sometimes. And I can see why, because that happens to me too. You know, someone says something awful and that's kind of what stays in your head. Really horrible. But yeah, if you look at this card, if you look at these two swords, they're kind of stuck into the ground and he's kind of running away from them, and there are these two swords stuck in the ground. I think those two swords might represent you and this person you're protecting, this child maybe. So and what that says to me is you stand solid with them, alongside them. It's kind of like you're side by side. You'll always stand by them, you'll always protect them. So they know that you'll always have them. That's what I'm getting. Very, very nice. So no matter what happens, whether these horrible people come and go or whatever, you're always going to stand by this person you're protecting. Again, I think it might be a child. Okay, so the last card you have your presence, the Eight of Cups. Yes. Look at this. You walked away. You walked away from this emotional mess, stress, exhaustion. Again, I can't see who left who in the end, because there are so many conversations. There's a lot of mess, backwards and forwards, arguments. So I don't know. Maybe you kind of broke up and came back together. I don't know. There's a lot of mess there. But this man that's walking away, I think he represents you. Because he's wearing a red cloak and he's wearing red shoes as well. And red shoes can represent independence. And red is obviously, it's a passionate colour. It represents passion. So by walking away from this person, and it's not just about walking away from them. This is about walking away from hurtful emotions and not being able to break through to someone. Because this is a wall of cups. This is an emotional wall. And I think when you're going through all this, these arguments and whatever, these talks, all that, it was just exhausting you. And because you couldn't break through that wall. You couldn't get through to them, and they couldn't get through your wall. They couldn't get through to you. So, you just couldn't connect. You just weren't connecting. You really tried. That's what I'm saying. You really, really tried. And okay, so yeah, back to this red that this man's wearing. Yeah, I think what this is showing you is you had to walk away from them and be away from them to be able to follow this thing that you're doing, which is your passion. And that's why he's wearing red. So, and I think that's this work thing, this business thing, or whatever this is, where all these eyes are going to be on you. So, yeah, I think you've started that now. I think you've started it a little bit. I don't think you're not going to go back to that person. I'm seeing that quite clearly here. You're not going back. It's just exhausting. You're physically away from them anyway. I think it's just too much for you. Again, they do miss you. They miss you. I'm seeing that here because they're watching you. There's a gap. There's this little gap in this wall of cups, and they're watching you through that gap. Again, probably on social media because there's this physical distance, so they're not around you. Yeah, keep on going. Keep on going in the direction that you're going. That's the message here. There's something else I'm seeing as well. Something happened. I'm not sure what this was. Probably something in this relationship. It was something quite significant. I'm trying to say something quite big. And it happened at twilight, I think, when the sun was going down, when there weren't many people around. It's something like that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the sun going down, twilight, and something sneaky, something happened. And it was because there weren't many people watching. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not, but I'll just say that because that's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right, the next card you have your presence, the Hanged Man. So, yeah, sometimes this can be about letting go, letting things go. I think you have let a lot of this go. And again, some of the things they said, keep on staying in your mind. One of the things, this horrible thing they said, I think stays with you. I'd love to be able to tell you that, you'll forget that, you'll forget it all, and it'll go out of your mind. It is going to fade. I think what's going to fade is the feelings. The feelings are going to fade around what this thing was. But I think the words, I've got to tell you, you'll probably still remember this. Not all the time, but it's going to come back into your mind. And, if you're feeling this now, if you're still going through this, if you're remembering this, you're feeling this pain, you're like, why did they say this? It really hurts. If you're going through this now, I think it might be staying with you to remind you, firstly, of not what to put up with in the future. You're not going to put up with anyone who says anything like that ever again. And also, I think it's a reminder, it's staying there, to remind you not to go back to this person again. I think sometimes, we just want things to leave our minds. Sometimes if you've got horrible stuff in your mind, I've had this where I've just been like, get this out of my mind, get it out of my mind. And yeah, again, the feeling's going to fade, but you are going to remember the actual words, and that's there for a warning. It's there to protect you from anything happening to you in the future. That's what I'm seeing. The memories are going to stay, but the feelings will fade. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. The other thing I'm seeing here is a lot of ideas, because he's got this kind of light bulb around his head. So ideas, different ideas coming to you. Again, I think this is about this thing that you're building up, whether it's a business, I don't know. You've got a lot of ideas coming to you. They're probably just abstract maybe right now. You've made a start on this, a little start, but I think the biggest part of this is probably still in your mind. Yeah, there's no real organization happening or anything with any of these ideas at this stage. I think you are gradually sorting through this in your mind. There is some kind of plan forming. I think what's going to happen is, I'm just seeing, this is what I'm seeing. There's a launch, there's one thing, I don't know if it's an item or what it is, it's kind of coming out, you're going to test that thing on people or something, I don't know, and then you're going to bring out the next thing and the next thing. That's what I'm seeing, one thing being launched or coming out, then another thing, then another thing. So if this is resonating, don't rush this, because this is the Hanged Man. He's hanging back, he's not rushing forward yet. So that's what the message here is. Take your time, let this come out when you're ready, when you're happy, and you know, don't start anything until you're absolutely ready. That's what the message with that is. Okay, so the last card you have your present is the Ace of Wands. Okay, a few things here. This can be about potential movement, potential success. Very good card to have here next to the Hanged Man. Again, with this Hanged Man that's above this, you're really putting a lot of thought into this. It feels like to me that you're putting everything into this. It really means a lot to you. You're putting yourself into this. That's what I'm seeing. You know, I don't know whether your name is on this, whether you have your name on this or behind it or whatever. Maybe it just feels as if it's a part of you, might just feel like that to you. And yeah, I think this might be why you are having to work out how to deal with this criticism that I'm seeing in the Five of Wands, because I think you're having to get used to that. You're learning how to deal with that, because I think when you finally launch this or start this properly or whatever, because it feels like a part of you, any criticism that you get, it's probably going to feel a lot harsher, because it's going to feel as if it's directed at you, not at a thing, not at an object, not at a business, but you. That's what I'm getting. So I think that's why you're having to kind of practice dealing with that, all of that now. So if this is you, if you feel that this is about you, it's hard now, obviously, you're having to deal with this criticism. But if you weren't experiencing this now and having to deal with this now, it'd be harder for you later on. So I think that's the message in that card as well. So I hope that makes sense to you, but very good card, very successful card. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the King of Pentacles. Fantastic, look at this. Success. Success. If there's any card that says success, money, abundance, all of that, it's this card. And yeah, this King's where he is because he's thought through things. He's thought through things very carefully. You know, he's built his wealth up slowly, steadily, all of that. Now, money is definitely, absolutely coming to you. And yeah, I think you've been really, really working. You've been wanting to manifest this for a long time. I think you probably still have a long way to go, because before this officially starts, that's what I'm getting. Most of it's still in your head. But the message here is, again, take your time. And also, you're not building up a one-dimensional thing. It's not like a gimmicky thing. It's not like you're kind of It's not like a get in and get out thing. It's not like I'm getting in and making my money and I'm getting out. It doesn't feel like that. This is slow. It's a long process. It's ongoing. It's something that's built to last. So this is something that you're going to have, because I was seeing this child all through this. If this is resonating, if that child part's resonating, you're going to be able to hand this over to them. So it's something that lasts from generation to generation. You're building that up now, and that's what the King of Pentacles is about. Slow, steady, building up my wealth. So that's what's going to happen there. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so the next card you have, your futures, the Magician. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the King of Pentacles, you've got the Magician, and then under that you've got the Star. So super, super success. Super success. You're manifesting money, you're manifesting wealth. It's everywhere here. So okay, and yeah, and that's because It's because you're thoughtful. You're taking your time. You're not rushing this. The magician's in control of things. He's got all the tools in front of him. Look at him. He knows what to do with all these tools. He doesn't just look at them and say, oh, what do I do? He's the master. He knows what to do. And you instinctively know what to do, when to do things, when to bring things out. You know all of that. It's all in your mind. It's brewing in there, and it's going to come out at the right time. And I think also there's a lot that you're not telling certain people. There's a lot that's on your mind that's not coming out. And I think you're right to do that. I think this is a reminder as well, just to be a little bit careful of who you talk to. I think you are doing that, but I think there might be a little bit of temptation. Someone might come to you and say, oh, what are you doing? Tell me this, tell me that, go into detail. So what happens then and what happens now? And you might say to them, well, you know, you might be tempted because it's so exciting. This is very exciting. So in your excitement, you might say to them, oh, well, I'm doing this. This is a reminder to tell you, don't do that. Just keep it all to yourself. I'm not saying don't tell anyone, but follow your instincts on who to tell, because some people aren't good people to tell. But yeah, you can do this. You can do this. You will do this. You will do this. You're very, very motivated, or you will be at this time. And I'm seeing you alone, working on this alone, not totally alone, but you are going to be alone for a lot of the time, and this is your choice. It's like, I want to be alone while I'm working on this. I want to be alone while I'm working on this. You will have some people around you, but you won't be lonely, but you're going to want to be alone. It's like, this is what it's like. I've had so much exhaustion around me. I've had these arguments. I've had distractions. Now it's time for me. That's how I feel. It's time for me now. It's my time. I'm going to do what I want now. I'm going to work on this now for myself. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so the last card you have, your past. Why I'm saying past, future, is the star. I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is another card talking about following your star, following your path, getting towards your success, all of that. You know that. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. Very, very clear here. There's also a little warning here as well. Sometimes this can feel a little bit vulnerable to me, you know, because this woman's alone and she's naked and she's in a forest, she's by herself. It looks as if she's being watched as well. Sometimes I feel that, not all the time, but I'm feeling that now. And also I'm seeing this person from your past watching you in the Eight of Cups. So I can't see very clearly whether they're going to contact you or not. I wish I could, but I'm getting this very awkward, very difficult feeling. It feels like you're being watched. It really doesn't feel good to me. I don't want to make you feel paranoid because I don't think you're in danger. It's just, you might want to check your privacy settings if that's what you want to do and whatever, because I think you might know that this person's watching you. But yeah, I'm not getting a good feeling around this. If they are going to say anything to you, it won't be face to face, because I keep on seeing them being at a distance from you. So, you know, they might message you or something, but it just doesn't feel that good to me. It doesn't feel healthy. It feels a little bit obsessive. So watch out for that. This might escalate into obsession. They might start messaging you. It might start increasing. So if it starts, you might want to kind of do something about that quickly, put a stop to it quickly before it gets out of control, or even before that, if you do feel uncomfortable about this. So yeah, just be aware of that. I don't mean to end on that, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But yeah, money is here for you. Absolutely fantastic. It's building up slowly, but it's secure. It's the King of Pentacles. It's the Magician. So fantastic.